guys, it is the Concrete Catwalk and I am back, honey, with another video. If you have not already, please subscribe to my channel, The Concrete Catwalk. Like, comment, and subscribe. For those of you who are brand new to coming to see me on my channel, hello and welcome. And I appreciate you stopping by to check it out. We're going to get into a very interesting topic. I think you saw earlier from what I kind of gave a little bit of a tidbit of on my IG, which is The Catwalk's Concrete. Please check me out there too, because I do post little things there, here and there. So please do that. But staying on topic, we're going to talk about what some of my top, and I don't want to say top 10, but some of my top things that I do when I'm about to get into that whole thing of thrifting and going to the thrift store. You know, what are the things that I do? Because I've had plenty of people who have asked me, oh my God, where did you get that? Or, you know, you always seem to have a knack to find really, you know, really nice things, et cetera, et cetera. And I appreciate that. And thank you guys for letting me know that. I just look at it and I get it, and if it jives, it makes sense to me. I want to wear it or I want to use it. So I'm really simple, but thank you so much for acknowledging that and for saying that to me. And the other thing I want to say thank you to all of you guys is everyone that left a really nice comment, because I felt so horrible the last couple of days with no voice, chills, shivers, the whole 9 yards, just so far under the weather. And right when I posted and said I was feeling better, I just appreciate you guys saying, you know, hey, feel better, rest, da, 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 da. I really do. You guys are super, super awesome, and I thank you for that. The other thing that I want to do is, and I'm going to get into a habit of this because I think I like it, and I think that it definitely gives a level up to the people who are in this whole thing of resale or have their own business. But I want to do a shout out because I had the opportunity to meet a lady who is like awesome, totally awesome, and it just happened like quite by accident. I actually was at Platos Closet, and I had the chance to begin a conversation with a lady who had just purchased this particular Platos Closet. Kelly, hi. I told you I was going to shout you out. Your business is going to be awesome. That Platos Closet is going to be a rock star. But I had the chance to talk to her. She's super awesome. You guys who are close to the store, because I'm going to kind of let you know, I'm going to put a link below so that you all can pay the store a visit. But it's Platos Closet, and they are at 13,600 Baltimore Avenue in Laurel. So if you're in Maryland or if you're going to be visiting Maryland, please go past the store because she's got some awesome things, and she's got some awesome ideas for what she wants her store to look like. And as you guys all know, Platos Closet, they are very interested in picking up things now going towards winter. So if you have winter coats, hats, scarves, sweaters, things that are gently used or pre-owned or new with tags, and you want to go and take your things there for a nice profit, then by all means take it to this Platos Closet, because Kelly's store is super awesome. And I am so thankful that I had a chance to not only just go in and do that, what I just told you about, but just have the opportunity to meet someone who's just genuinely nice and down to earth and has a super personality. And I wish, Kelly, thank you, mwah, and I look forward to collaborating with you. So, guys, go check out the store, 1300 Baltimore Avenue, Platos Closet in Laurel. But anyway, let's get on to the topic as to why we're here. And as I said, I want to talk about what I do when I go to secondhand stores or thrift stores or the bins when I'm interested in finding things to resell or looking for something for myself, what have you. But these are just some of the things that I do, and I just want to share them with you because they could be of help. They could be of benefit. I'm not one of those people that just, oh, let me just keep everything a secret and I'm not going to share. No, I think it's better to just share so other people can have the experience of finding something so amazing that it just knocks your socks off. So without any further extra anything, I'm going to get into this. So it's not exactly a top 10, it's just some tips. So if you want to take notes, take notes. Give me your top tips that you use in the comments. Let me know below what you do, but these are just some of the things that I do. So when I set off to go in and thrift in a store, I'm already walking in, not necessarily with an idea about something that I'm interested in. Sometimes I am. It may be, oh, I'm looking for a specific type of jean, or I'm looking for a specific type of sweater, or I'm looking for some type of leather jacket, or it could even be, you know, a piece of furniture. I'm not into the resale of furniture. Usually I look for that stuff for my home. My home is a mixture of new things and gently loved things and totally thrifted things, and I'm cool with that. But I would say if you're gonna go in strategically. Go in with an idea about some of the things that you might be interested in. It might be you need things for the home. It may be you're looking for a certain type of glassware. You might be looking for a certain fit to a dress, or you might be looking for shoes or Uggs, whatever it is. But just have some type of a strategy or strategics about some of the things that you wanna find while you're there. And if you know what they say, if it's on your mind, usually it manifests and it ends up right in front of your face. So that is one of the things that I do when I walk into the store. The other thing that I do is when I'm there is I don't rush. I don't force myself to be like, okay, I'm gonna give myself 1 hour, and after that 1 hour I gotta go. No. Especially if it's a place like a Goodwill where it's an outlet and there's tons of bins, I at least give myself about 4 hours. And I know some of y'all will be like, oh my God, I can't. I'm saying for me, I give myself 4 hours just to go through and circle back around and go through again and just relax and look and see exactly what is there without creating a time crunch. And the other part of that is you may have friends that totally dig it and do the same thing that you do, and they don't care about spending 4 hours there. But I typically, when I go and look for things, I go by myself. I love my family, I love my friends, but when I'm in it, I'm in it. And my focus is, you know, looking for nice things for my business, or looking for nice things that I could use around my home. So I think that time and time by yourself, those things kind of go hand in hand. So those are some other things that I do when I go with that thought in mind to want to go source. That's what I do. One of the other tips that I'm going to give you is when I'm actually in the store, I don't necessarily start going for the hills and oh, let me pull this. No. Usually what I do is I scan. I start walking around and I start getting an idea of, you know, what is this? What am I seeing that I could potentially maybe consider? You know, is it something in the sweater aisle? Is it something that's in the shoe department? Is it something in accessories? Is it something, you know, in one of the other areas that I see that I might be interested in? So I scan the store to start to kind of put together, do they even have anything that I might be interested in or not? So that goes along the lines of trying to streamline, especially when I'm trying to get towards the target of what I think I might be interested in. I try to weed out all of the nonsense and kind of get towards the grit of what it is that I might be interested in. So the other thing that I've learned in doing this business of sourcing and looking for things to resell is I have learned that once you've done all the preliminary things and you start picking up, if you see it, grab it. Don't see that perfect pair of, gently used, I don't know, it could be a pair of Ugg boots, or it could be a pair of hunter boots, rain boots. If you see those things, grab them. Because if it's debated and you circle around the store and come back, they're 95% going to be gone. 99% of the time it's going to be gone. So I would rather grab it, put it in the basket, and then later on, as I'm going through, make a decision about yes or no. So if you see it, grab it. Another tip that I will give to you, and I have had to learn this myself repeatedly, is not just be so focused on the ladies department, not just be so focused on the accessories department, but go to all the departments, because you'd be surprised at things that people just lay down because they just get tired of having it. I don't want this. I think I'm just going to put it back. That purse or that coat or that faux fur jacket that someone, oh my God, I think I want this. But then as they really start, doing the math in their head, and everybody, I respect that. If you're on a budget and you decide, hey, this is not for me, and go through those departments, because people stick things in the jeans racks. You come across a fabulous coat, or you come across, some nice scarf, what have you. Look through all the departments and pay attention to what starts to unfold, especially when you start doing thrifting on a regular basis. You'll see some things. You will see some things. You'll be like, how did it? Yeah, go to all the departments, please. And that includes the children's department, because sometimes people will put grown folks' clothes in between the little itty bitty baby stuff. Trust me. Another tip that I want to give you, and this has to do with the items themselves, and I can't speak for what every store does, but only the ones that I'm familiar with from where I go, and that's like the color code system, or they'll put a color code and has a date on it. Pay attention to those, because usually if the tag is what they're announcing, oh, pink is half off or whatever, it's because it's been there the longest. And I've learned this because when you go thrift and you start interacting, especially with the people who work there, they sometimes you get that one person, they become very friendly, and you become friendly with them, and they don't mind sharing. They'll tell you, oh, that stuff's been there since 4 weeks ago, and that's why it's on sale. So pay attention to that. So, and that's that's interesting, because usually when I go and they'll say, oh, it's pink tags 50% off, everything in my basket has a blue tag. Just saying. No discount nowhere. Anyway, so yeah, look at the tags, pay attention to the tags, and make sure that, as you start going through, just on a regular basis, that you pay attention to that stuff. Because sometimes you can literally find that particular item 3 weeks later, and yes, it's the item you want, but guess what? It's now 50% off. So, and that's a 50-50 draw. I still say, if it's something that you really want, grab it. Don't wait for the sale, because you may never see it again. But then again, if it's something that's not exactly popular, or it's a piece of furniture, that time may be of a benefit and on your side. So look at the tags, pay attention to the codes and the date stamps, because it definitely means something. One of the funny things that I've learned, just in terms of like thrifting and going through and getting ready for the checkout and all of that, is I don't necessarily pick the person who's the fastest, who's checking you out the fastest. I actually don't do that. I have a method to my madness. Sometimes especially, and this is no disrespect to anybody, I like to get on younger people's lines, especially younger guys, because they just want to check it out. They're not interested in talking about, oh my God, that's a Gucci bag. Oh my God. They don't want to talk about that. the younger 20-somethings, when they're doing the checkout, especially the 20-something guys, all they want to do is get your stuff in the bag and get on to the next person. So I pay attention to that. Because sometimes when you find that holy grail, you don't want to stand there and chit chat about it. You just want to, let me just check out, let me just get myself out of here. I'm good, I'm done, let's just get it moving, let's just move. So yeah, don't necessarily run and pick the shortest line. Just when I say scan the store, scan the store. Just look to see. Yeah, we all want to get out on time, but you also, sometimes you don't want to be held up. You don't want to be delayed, especially if it's some things that that are really nice, and you just, let me just pay for it and go. So, one of the other tips that I want to give you about going into a secondhand store is hit all the departments, and on top of that, go and check those back wall racks. Go and check those side wall hanging areas where they put like miscellaneous things like body lotions and candles and all of that stuff. You'd be amazed at some of the things that you will find on those racks and on those back wall racks and hangers where they keep things. It's the most random. I call that like the miscellaneous area. It's the most random thing that I've ever seen in terms of where things end up. Things that you wouldn't even think about. Sometimes even bottles of perfume end up in those areas, in the little clear bags. You know what I'm talking about, where everything's been thrown in the bag because it's just miscellaneous, and it might be bath stuff, it might be fragrance stuff, and then there's always that one diamond that's mixed in with the roughage, and that's the bag that you want. So please just make sure that you check the parameters, especially at the back of the store where those racks are and where the hanging things hold all of the clear plastic bath and bodywork stuff and personal stuff. Go check those out, because those are a gold mine. But I think beyond everything is, and I know that this happens with a lot of people, they get really frustrated. They go into the store and they think, they're gonna find that one, oh my God, piece. And the thing that I want to say to you all, the ones, folks who haven't had that ooh, or that moment just yet, it's coming. That's number one, it's coming. But don't give up. You learn by going. You learn by keeping. I call it your thrifting awareness up. And I think one of the other things that I've learned about that not giving up is, as you do it, the more you do it, the more you touch things, the more you feel things, you'll be able to do it like this. Sight, just go through the racks, touch it. This is the only thing that I've ever done in my life where it's taught me so much about, what people ultimately decide that they don't want it anymore, and it still has so much use life to it left. But it's also taught me about textures and, paying attention to how things are made and fabrics and how things feel, because you can just, I know for myself, I can go down an aisle or a row of clothes and I can just kind of tell, just even from looking at a pattern, that, oh, this is something that's probably, super nice, or it's going to look super nice on. So yeah, do all of these things together with continually going, and you're going to find that particular item that makes you go, oh my God, I can't believe that I found this. And it never gets old, I can say that, of the things that I found, and above all, we're all in this to enjoy it together. So that's why I wanted to share these tips with you, so that when you go, you can kind of keep them at the back of your mind, and just know that, it's supposed to be a fun, enjoyable thing. And then the surprise comes, once you go through everything and you're, oh my God, here it is. But at the crux of all of this, what I'm trying to say is, this is supposed to be a fun experience. It's supposed to be fun, and it's a chance to talk to other people and to get tips from them, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. So without anything else beyond that, I just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you for watching. If you have tips, please leave them below in the comment section. Like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Concrete Catwalk. And I just want to tell you guys, I love you so much. Thank you. And I will see you next week. Bye.